What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another album of the month, this time for March of 2022, and I'm so excited to be talking to you about the brand new album from Band of Horses, Things Are Great. This is their 6th studio LP, and a much anticipated one since it's been 5 years since their last album, Why Are You Okay? Which it sounds like the two titles are connected in some way. They're totally not. I mean, every Band of Horses album is independent of each other, and they're all great. They range from, very good to awesome. Cease to Begin is my all-time favorite. I don't know if they'll ever top that one, but this one comes pretty close, I must say, especially in certain areas of the album. The first half being very strong. Just from the opening track alone, Warning Signs, that opening just dreamy guitar arpeggio, you're like, oh yeah, this is a Band of Horses album. And if you've never heard them before, it's difficult to really describe them because they have their own sound. It's like dreamy indie pop mixed with alt country. That's a little bit ragged as well, but Ben Bridwell's voice is what really makes them distinct. Like, no one else sounds like this guy. He has this high tenor that sounds a little bit off at times, but then at the same time so beautiful. And it's just, yeah, man, I love their sound. And the opening track, Warning Signs, is really cool. You can sense a hint of darkness. Not just in the title, but in the opening lyrics. Had a talk with a registered nurse. You know that a lot of this was probably written during the downtime of COVID. So some of the subject matter, although he's not very specific in his lyrics, you kind of feel that kind of sense of sadness and fear coming through on these songs. But great opening track, which leads right into my favorite track on the album, Crutch. It's so great and so upbeat and up-tempo. Band of Horses kind of finding their gallop, if you will, on this song. And I just love that catchy chorus, I got a crutch on you. So it's like kind of a play on words of crush as well. But yeah, it's you just want to sing along, and that falsetto that he does, that little melodic thing that he does along with the guitar, so on point, man. Those, I want to say they're my two favorite songs on the album, but then fast forward a little bit more to the fourth track, In the Hard Times, is a beautiful ballad. I think one of the strongest tracks on this album, and one of their best ballads in years, really gives you that vibe of Cease to Begin a little bit, but a little bit more on the alt country, Americana, almost bluesy side. But I love the sentiment of the chorus, that you deserve me in the hard times. So it's really a heartfelt ballad that you can tell was from the heart from Bridwell. And it's just really, if you're in a loving relationship that is, true and pure, you're going to love that song. It's just a gem in the midst of this album. There's really not a weak track on here. Aftermath is great. In Need of Repair is another fantastic kind of upbeat track. It's really nice too how the album flows really well. It doesn't overstay its welcome. It's under 42 minutes, and every other track is a little bit slow, and then it goes to a faster track. In Need of Repair is one of those upbeat rockers. Nothing really rocks hard. I mean, this is Band of Horses we're talking about here. There's not a lot of just all-out hard rock, but if you had to pick one that was like the hardest rock on here, it would be the song Lights, which sounds a bit like their older stuff from the mid-2000s as well. But yeah, it's hard to give it a grade at this point because it's so fresh. It just came out this last Friday, but so far I give this a very strong 7 out of 10. And highly recommend. If I had to pick my two favorite tracks, I'd probably go with Crutch and In the Hard Times. Been listening to those just kind of over and over again, the ones I go back to the most. But again, there is not a weak track on here. The lyrical content is great. It's kind of, the more you listen to it, the more it engages and envelops you. The music, the melodies are just so great, and I'm so glad that bands like Band of Horses continue on. They've been around for a little while now, and I hope they continue to do so because they're just one of the best at what they do. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What are your two favorite tracks from this album? If you haven't heard it yet, What are you waiting for? Go and listen to it now. And guys, we got more reviews. We got top 5s every Friday. We got top 100s and so much more. Thank you for watching. And as always, Viva la vinyl. So guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and be sure to ring the bell for notifications so you can always see great quality content like you're seeing on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting Johnny Radio, and I'll see you soon.